out of there?
Well, I listened to the radio a lot. I hung out in record stores, and I slam-banged around on a guitar and played the piano and learned songs from a world which didn't exist around me.
You use the word destiny over and over throughout the book. What does that mean to you?
It's a feeling you have that you know something about yourself nobody else does. The picture you have in your mind of what you're about will come true. That's kind of a thing you kind of have to keep to your own self because it's a fragile feeling and you put it out there, somebody will kill it. So it's best to keep that all inside.
Controversy about the national anthem and the way you
I don't know that. All I did was play it. I'm American, so I played it. I used to have to sing it in school. They made me sing it in school, so it's a flashback, you know. I don't know about it.
This man was in the 101st Airborne, so when you write your nasty letters in...
Nasty letters? Wow,
right.
you really trying hard.
When you mention the national anthem and talk about playing it in any unorthodox way, you immediately get a guaranteed percentage of hate mail from people who say, how dare
that's not unorthodox.
anyone...
That's not unorthodox.
It isn't unorthodox?
No, no. I thought it was beautiful. But then there you go. You know.
Don't you find that there's a certain mad beauty in unorthodoxy?
Well, it seems strange to say because if I say the violence of it, which is one part, which if you ask most young people, they say they don't like the violence, they don't like the war, or they don't like that. Yeah, they themselves are violent, which doesn't seem to make sense.
No, it seems that you're encouraging it in a way.
But it's I suppose I don't think you have to be violent to overcome it. But some people do, and when they're violent against the police, it's just their way, the only way they have of showing it. Because they're not organised.
How would you organise them?
I wouldn't want to organise them. I don't feel that I'm a leader of them, whoever we're talking about. If you're a real...
David, congratulations on a fantastic win.
Yeah, it was a good win. Being away from home in the first leg, it was really difficult, but that's the leg we wanted. So we'd done well. The atmosphere was brilliant, the crowd was brilliant. United brought a lot of fans down and was really pleased with the win.
Talk me through your goal.
Well, it was 0-0 I think at the time, and I think Ben Thornley got the ball off the keeper, and I thought he was going to shoot, but for once he passed it to me, and I just hit it with my left foot, and it just went in the top corner, and just unbelievable really.
A lot of footballers say, I just hit it and I didn't know anything about it and it just went in, but when you hit a ball like that, as soon as it leaves your boot, do you know where it's going to end up?
Oh, as soon as I hit the ball I knew it was going in the top corner, because that's where I aimed it for really.
What about the goal you set up? What do you remember of that?
Well, it was 2-1 and we were sort of under pressure, and there was about 5 minutes to go, and someone played the ball down the wing for me, and I've just crossed it. I see Nicky Butt running in, and he's just tapped it over the keeper. So that's it really.
So the first leg of the final over, the second leg to come. What's your prediction for the score in the second leg?
Hopefully we'll win, but it'll be hard again. We'll have to concentrate a lot, but I think we'll win.
3-2?
Yeah, about 3-2.
About the Michael Jackson Dangerous Project, you know what I mean? He'll always talk about that, and he really did smash it. He killed it. So, you know, you've raised the bar, but the one thing I notice is, and everybody knows, Michael Jackson, Neptune, where, you know, it should have happened, man. Or,
I met Michael. I met Michael, and I asked him. I played him a record that he said it was cool, so I gave it to Justin Timberlake.
Because Michael said it was cool.
Well, no, not out of spite. I'm just saying it didn't work for Mike. Like, he said it was cool. He's like, he really didn't get the hook, and I understood. And to me, just him saying, you know, I like it, but you know, where's the hook? I was happy about that for like 2 weeks straight. He said, where's the hook?
Where's the hook?
Come on, I'm a Michael fan. I used to moonwalk until I had holes in my socks.
But your sound, man, come on, Michael Jackson, the way he dances, his performance, I would have thought it would have suited your sound completely.
I don't think that Michael needs anyone. Michael is genius, man. He's brilliant. Let me tell you something. I don't know anyone in the world that can do better background vocals than Michael Jackson. Michael Jackson's background vocals are like a symphony, unstoppable. Like, the next time you go home, okay, or the next time you're at home, well, you're at home now, obviously, unless you have the luxury of watching MTV at your job, which would mean I need to quit what I'm doing and go work where you are. Listen to Michael's album, man. Listen to Lady in My Life, on the Thriller album. Listen to the Off the Wall album, and listen to those background vocals, man. The man is a beast. He's a monster. His vocals, man.
I love Michael Jackson,
are
man.
Incredible.
You know what? I feel
even like I wasn't like the History album.
Yeah.
That wasn't Michael. That wasn't the Michael that I wanted to hear.
You shut the door on the History album. Come on.
It wasn't me. It wasn't me. But you know, a person's expression is a person's expression, and you can't really.
I wasn't feeling that.
You can't really shit on someone's expression.
I wasn't feeling that album. Dangerous was where I stopped.
But let me tell you.
And this one's not bad.
The song, how does it feel? Yeah. How does it feel? Come on, alcohol.
So I get the impression, I get the impression you need to work with Michael Jackson before your career's over.
If I don't, I met him.
Okay,
and it's all good, man. Like, Michael's the man. Come on, man.
Okay.
Discussions. I like the unedited nature of the show.
Yeah, yeah.
And they last night was interesting. They were talking about war and why there shouldn't be any.
Yeah.
You know, so it was interesting.
I mean, you like to speak your mind. What do you want to speak? What do you want to talk about? Is something you want to speak your mind about tonight?
I want to know if you wanted to get your chair.
No, you know, all right. I am going to work on something. I will have my people working with their people.
He was so mad. How'd you get this number? How'd you get this number?
I couldn't figure out.
In a different way, because I'm Italian. And what is challenging doing that is that when you record your voice for a video game, some way it's like if you give a soul to an animated body, and this is very funny. It's a special preparation because the only thing you have, the only thing you can use is your voice. So you need a good director to help you, because of course, you know, you don't have your body. You can use a body language. For an actor to use body language is the most important thing. So you have just your voice. So that's why I wanted to do it, because it's a completely new experience for me.